said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bearcats will put total under to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They booted away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action on 1st down. The throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Gator! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Still looking, on the move. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Behind his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pass the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they started, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. When you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a move to get room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Gators with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the run, it's Ball. Shakes off the defender. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
He's brought down at the 33. Good enough for a first down.
New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Bearcats are in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the first down completion, it's second and short.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Creates a little space.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Caught over the middle. It's Messer. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. First down. Got to play the whole field up. Scrambles around. Runs for a first down. New set of downs. New set of problems.
And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's moving out of the pocket. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Madsen. Touchdown, Bearcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
From the gun, give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they go back on top. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buckley. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs at Stewart. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bearcats are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Third down, red zone play, Brown alive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Buckley. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He might want another play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. The Gators will move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the art.
Turning it on!
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good job to get everything he could and get down with the slide.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Turns it loose. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking for space to the left. Slides away. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Short hands, it's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. He breaks a tackle.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel it later.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. A little screen to the running back.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.